It's February 1st, 1959. 9 seasoned hikers, led by Igor Dyatlov, dig their tent into a windswept slope of Kholat Syakhl in the northern Urals. They've battled brutal weather and whiteouts, but their diaries remain upbeat. After dinner, they settle in. Sometime in the night, something goes catastrophically wrong. When search teams arrive weeks later, they find the tent half buried and slashed open from the inside. Footprints, some barefoot, some in socks, head downhill to a cedar at the forest's edge. There, 2 bodies lie by the remains of a fire, stripped to underwear, classic paradoxical undressing, sometimes seen in hypothermia. 3 more are found between the cedar and the tent, as if trying to crawl back. Months later, 4 additional bodies are located in a ravine beneath snow. Their injuries are disturbing. One hiker's ribs are shattered. Another's skull is fractured. One woman lacks her tongue and part of her mouth's soft tissue. Several pieces of clothing register unusual radioactivity. Investigators first propose hypothermia and disorientation. But the tent's cut from within implies desperate flight. Was it an avalanche? The shelter sits on a modest slope. Snow deposition could have created a fragile slab that collapsed onto the tent, prompting an immediate escape. In the dark, with hurricane-force gusts, returning uphill might have been impossible. The ravine could explain the traumatic injuries. Human bodies tumbling into a creek gully under deep snow can mimic blunt force trauma. Still, classic avalanche signs were thin, and later visitors saw little debris. Other theories reflect Cold War paranoia and folklore. Secret weapons tests or KGB cleanup, a Mansi retribution. The local community always denied this and no evidence supports it. Yeti or UFOs. A modern idea, infrasound, posits the wind, terrain, and tent geometry created ultra-low frequencies that induce nausea, panic, and an overwhelming sense of dread. Panicked, the hikers slash the tent and flee. In chaos and cold, small choices become fatal. Yet puzzles linger. Why place the tent on an exposed slope rather than the nearby forest? Why the radiation on some garments? Why were experienced hikers unable to regroup? Supporters of a slab avalanche note that small slabs can leave minimal long-term traces, and snow creep could bury evidence before the rescue. The ravine injuries, they argue, match a fall beneath deep snow and flowing water, which also explains missing soft tissue. 60-plus years later, Dyatlov remains a Rorschach test, nature's brutal indifference or a hidden human or inhuman hand. The documents, photos, and autopsies feel like fragments from an unsolvable puzzle, just enough to argue, never enough to conclude. If you had to choose one explanation today, is it a small, deadly avalanche plus terrible luck, or something we still don't have language for?